Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and as I, your 38th favorite dad in the family community, Papa West, Jacob West. And I realized halfway through that I didn't have to talk fast. I can talk at whatever speed I want to talk at. Because this is my show. I run things. I decide what we do. And today I decided we are doing TMG teams today. So thankfully, I did actually, in fact, weeks ago warn these people they were doing this. So I'm not taking 4 random people off the street, and because that's kidnapping. Not good. Don't kidnap people. It's pre-planned. So everyone knows they're doing this. It's not like I was just like, we're doing this today. We just said it a while ago. And because I'm that kind of guy who doesn't have anything together, because I never have anything together. That's why my hair left me however long ago. I have someone here to keep me at least a little sane. Alan, Dr. Spaceman, Shepard. Alan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm here to keep you a little sane. Not a lot sane, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because that's my job. Papa, anytime you need me, you know I'll be there. I'll be there. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't sing. I shouldn't sing. But I'm here
and
for
we
you.
got demonetized.
Exactly. It wasn't 30 seconds. It was short. It was short. A little bit. A little bit. All right, we're here to do a teams. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here hosting with you, brother.
I love the excitement. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's just get these guys in here, see how they're going. First off, I'm going to bring in one team, Aaron Canole, Alec Miller, the Fight Knights. Aaron, Alec, how are y'all doing today?
Good.
Yep, feeling pretty good. It's been a while since we've been here, so looking to get back in the ring.
Just good. No words of encouragement, no words of motivation, no trash talk. I see how it is.
I mean, you want something more? I'm feeling damn good. I'm on a winning streak. I want to keep that going. And I've only ever played one singles match in this league, and it was to Mr. Diaz, who beat me with fucking stoner movies. So I think I owe him something. So let's play.
If only this was singles instead of teams, you could actually get your revenge. This is a very, Alan, I don't know if you're aware, this is a very interesting situation because both these teams we have today have not gotten a win yet in TMG teams. These two men, Aaron and Alec, their first match was against the Dragons of Sparta, where they had the win. They had the match. And then a moment of the century, Colton Roberts pulling a random number out of thin air on a movie release dates questions. And then I believe your second match was against the Demolition Men, which was Amaru Moses and Joe Fairley, which, let's be honest, no one can beat them. Nope. I'm just really glad Amaru got drafted, so I don't have to worry about him. So Aaron has already talked about a little motivation going into this. Alec, do you have any motivation for finally getting off that losing record?
I've been losing a lot lately here in TMG, so I mean I want to get some wins in there, man. I think I'm on like a 3 or 2 match losing streak, so I need to going across geek and general movie trivia. So I mean I got to get back on the win column. And if it's in teams, man, let's go. I'm ready.
Definitely. Well, and I don't know about you. I think we should get these losers out of here.
Get them out of here.
Granted, I say that we're gonna bring in another group of losers. Just kidding. I love everyone who competes here. I love y'all all equally. I like my little children, and I'm your little Papa West. Our next team, we have
below me.
we have Mr. I Live on the Sun, Chris Diaz. And then the funniest guy in the family community, in my honest opinion, Richie Goodacre, who lives in Australia, not Connecticut, or the Sun. The highlight reel. Richie, Chris, how are y'all doing today?
Doing good. Here to have fun with Richie. We've been good in other league. We only lost 1 here, but I feel like if we do get it again, actually get win. I think round 2 I stuck at last time and didn't find a catch round 3. But it should be fun. I beat Aaron before. I hope to beat him again. this kind of team. Now let's respect loss. Respect both of them. What do you think, Richie?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. I'm really sort of new to the sort of the geek realm thing, but we'll see. I've played Alex before. Never played Alex, so we'll see what happens. I know it's very sort of pessimistic, but look, we'll see what happens.
Definitely. And Alan, again, you might not realize this, but both Richie and Chris both have a win in TMG singles. Chris beat Aaron, Richie beat Kevin, but they just haven't been able to get the win in teams. They've only had one match in teams where they were TKO'd by Kevin Poss and his teammate, who really doesn't matter anywhere. I can't even think of their team name at the moment. But yeah, they got TKO'd, so they've kind of had to take a step back. But they are also here today to hopefully get that win. As I bring everybody back and take the 2 seconds to make this look semi-good. As we have one team on one side, the other team on the other. Al and I are stuck in the middle with you. Well, with that, as we get into this, the way TMG teams works, every match is 3 rounds to a finish, unless we need to go to a 4th round. I hope we don't go into a 4th round. But anyways, I will only explain round 1 because that's the round we are doing. The way round number 1 works, Alan and I will both ask all 4 of these gentlemen 8 questions based anywhere in movie trivia realms, whatever the random number generator has decided for the day. After we ask the question, y'all 4 gentlemen are going to think of an answer, whether it's the correct answer, a funny answer, you just want to color your board so it's not a blank board, whatever you want to do. Write it down on your whiteboard, piece of paper, etch a sketch, carve it into your arm. I really do not care, just as long as it is legible, because I will call on your name. You will reveal your answer and vocally say what you have written down. If you get it correct, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you get nothing, because that's the way the world works. No participation trophies here. In the off chance you get all 8 questions correctly, we will ask you a bonus question, asked only to y'all smart enough who got all 8 questions correctly. And then throughout the match, you do get 4 repeats as a team and 1 challenge, which, fun fact, challenges are not ruled in favor for because I am smart. But with that, Alan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Chris, Richie, Aaron, Alec, is anyone here not ready? Good, because we are getting into it. Starting off with question number 1, which comes in the category of video game adaptations. Who plays Raiden in Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Also known as Lord Raiden, and who also plays Lord Raiden in the OG Mortal Kombat movie, but not this new one.
You made something.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, going with Aaron.
James Remar.
And Richie.
How about Christopher Lambert?
And Alec.
I have Christopher Lambert.
And Chris.
Christopher Lambert.
Christopher Lambert. We will also accept a pasty white guy who has no reason to be in an Asian movie. Alec, Aaron, the only one not getting that one.
Okay,
correct.
I almost want to challenge that because pretty much every cast member was recast for the sequel. Like, I know that for a fact.
Do you want to challenge the question?
I will leave it up to Alec. I'll let you make the call, but I'm very certain everybody was recast in the sequel.
I probably would save it because either way we lose a point because either I get it wrong and you get it right. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right.
Interesting strategy.
They are not challenging.
No.
And another interesting strategy, Alan, asking question number 2.
I shall. And this is in your category of directors. Who directed the hit rom-com When Harry Met Sally?
this is also a great time to let everyone know you will see this timer up above Richie's screen. This timer is not canon. This timer is simply there so that I don't give y'all 30 minutes to answer one question. Because yes, that has happened before. Papa West birthday extravaganza. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, going with Richie.
I said Rob Reiner.
And Alec.
I put Nora Ephron.
Chris.
Wait, no, that's one.
And Aaron.
I went with Rob Reiner.
And
Only
the correct
two
answer is
getting that
Rob
correct.
Reiner.
Good job, Richie.
As we move on to question number 3, which comes in the category of family films. In Good Burger, what is the name of the competing restaurant who tries to put Good Burger out of business?
I think that's good. I can't remember.
Gotta tell you, Papa, this is one of my favorites.
Finally, some
Yep.
great movie questions.
There you go.
This is cinema right here.
This is, baby.
Alec, I just have to ask you one question.
Yes.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? I'll have a number 1 with 5, 4, 3, 2,
No,
1. Hands down, going with Alec.
I'm going to Mondo Burger.
And Chris.
I know that word. I could make it bigger.
And Aaron.
I wrote a fictional restaurant from another film, McDowell's.
And Richie.
I put not as good burger.
Richie, technically correct. Unfortunately, I cannot accept that. Alec, the only one getting that. It is, in fact, Mondo Burger.
Mondo burger.
It's a
Well
great
done,
movie.
Alec.
Although they also
Well done,
have no
man.
seeds on their buns,
There you go.
just like McDowell's.
Yes. All
right.
right, Alan, if you will take question number 4.
Question number 4 comes to us in biopics or biopics, if you want to say it incorrectly. Who portrays Lionel Logue, the speech therapist for King George in The King's Speech?
Almost forgot to put the timer there. That would not have been good, Alan.
That would not have been good.
Been very bad.
You have to over enunciate all of the letters for this particular
Yes.
question.
That's how I take every single match, or just
True.
life in general. Over
Yes.
enunciate everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Going with Chris.
Captain Barbosa himself, Jeffrey Rush.
And Aaron.
Jeffrey Rush.
And Richie.
Jeffrey Rush.
And Alec.
I just wrote a random name. I just put Forrest Whitaker.
Almost a clean sweep. The correct answer is, in fact, Jeffrey Rush.
And they rushed to that answer. They seem to know it,
Yes.
except for Alec, but we won't point that out.
Well, Jeffrey Rush.
Rush. I didn't rush.
Question number 5 comes in the category of 2010s. Named the 2019 comedy. I'm going to start that one more time. Kevin wrote these questions. His grammar's not that great. Kevin,
When in doubt, blame Kevin.
yes,
God
we
damn it,
need to
Kevin.
talk. Name the 2019 comedy starring Rebel Wilson, Anne Hathaway, and Alex Sharp.
I believe it's pronounced Anne Hathaways. The Hathaways. But I'm the only
I
key
have
and
not
peele
heard.
fan.
I have not heard the correct pronunciation of it, so
Gotcha.
yes.
Annie Hathaways. Is the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Aaron.
Don't have it. It's a remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
And Richie.
The Hustle.
And Alec.
No, I didn't have it.
And Chris.
I hate this movie. My girlfriend loves it. The Hustle.
Chris, no one cares about your taste in movies. Whether you hate it, whether you love it, you got it correct. And that's really all we care about. The Hustle is correct.
All right.
Alan gets us on to the next question.
For question number 6, in everyone's favorite category, the lovely, the prestigious movie release dates. Now, what year saw the release of the films Joe Black, Armageddon, and Patch Adams?
You mean Joe Black?
I'm going to correct Alan here for a second. The first movie is Meet Joe Black.
Oh, I'm sorry. Meet Joe Black.
Yes.
I was thinking about the prequel, just Joe Black before you met him.
Yes. This is also a great way to say this is the Fight Night's strength. So whenever I ask you for a strength, not only is it an option in round 2, it's an option in round 3, and it's a question in round number 1. So you're guaranteed to get it. So choose wisely. I don't know how wisely Aaron and Alec picked, since Richie and Chris both exclaimed with excitement when we named the category. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going with Richie.
Probably after all that, I probably got it wrong.
I'm going to ask you to repeat that one more time.
1999.
And Alec.
I said 2000.
And Chris.
I can't remember just from Malcolm X a while ago, 1998.
And Aaron.
1998.
Richie, fun fact, I do not believe Brooklyn Vale acknowledges us as a true league, regardless of the fact he owes you a sandwich.
Yes.
Aaron, Chris, 1998 is correct.
He's correct.
For the 1 point for each team.
Thank
Question
you.
number 7 comes in the category of 90s Disney animation, which, fun fact, is highlight reel strength. What is the name of Belle's father, whom the townsfolk think is crazy in Beauty and the Beast? So, Alan, I don't know about you, but the only reason I watched Meet Joe Black is for the Phantom Menace trailer.
Somebody is rocking. What is happening here?
Whose phone is ringing?
Someone's getting a phone call.
Yes, not me.
Wait until we go. With mine, but to wait until we go after we show the answer to know.
Okay. Whose phone is ringing? Someone's.
Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Alec.
Is it Maurice?
And Chris.
Radio movies. Radio movies.
And Aaron.
It is Maurice.
And Richie.
I blanked and said Gaston.
Some people call me the Space Cowboy,
Space Cowboy.
but some people call me Maurice. Maurice is the correct answer. Fight Nights both getting that highlight reel, just Chris. As Alan gets us into our final question, which is, of course, like every other realm of TMG Trivia, plot synopsis. Alan is going to read the plot synopsis of a film. You're going to name that film.
Yes, indeed. So the plot synopsis. I'll go through Kevin's misspellings, but I'll read all the words this time. A computer programmer is transported inside the software world of a computer mainframe where he interacts with its programs in an attempt to escape.
Fun fact, I wrote this question. Technically, I searched this film, plot synopsis, and practically copy and pasted the entire thing onto the documents.
So we'll blame it on someone else's.
Can you repeat the question?
Repeat the question.
Highlight reel using their first repeats.
We will do thus. A computer programmer is transported inside the software world of a computer mainframe where he interacts with its programs in an attempt to escape.
So again, we can blame someone else for this question.
We definitely
for
will.
the poor writing.
Always
It's not all
pass
my
the buck.
fault. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, going with Chris.
Fun fact, it's my favorite world in Kingdom Hearts 2, Tron.
And Aaron.
Tron.
And Richie.
I said Trent then.
And Alec.
I didn't have anything.
Both teams just getting the 1 point. As we move on to round number 2, currently we see Highlight Reel in the lead with 10, Fight Nights just behind with 8. As we move on to round number 2, which works just like most everybody's round number 2, it is the wheel round. As I get this wheel brought up, as it's loading, each team will have a spin at the wheel. If they do not like the first spin, they do have the chance to spin again, but they only get 1 mulligan. So use it wisely. Granted, if you don't like the first category, you're probably going to use it again, so there's no not using it wisely. Today's categories are Hotter Thriller, which is my poor spelling. That should be Horror Thriller.
But it's really hot. That's some hot horror. Some hot thriller.
Yes. 90s Disney animation, comedies, sports, 1980s, movie release dates, video game adaptations, kaiju and other monsters, and everyone's favorite spinners and opponent's choice. With that highlight reel, you are currently in the lead. Would you like to spin first or spin again?
What do you say, Chris?
Up to you, but you get to pick. I feel confident, but I would really let the other team go, but up to you.
I reckon we should let them.
Say it again?
Repeat that, Richie?
All right, let them spin first. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, let them get a weird that we don't want off the list. So let them pick first.
All right.
All right, so Aaron and Alec, your spin is in. This lovely blue and yellow wheel. Michigan fans all over the nation are happy because it's the only time anything good comes out of maize and blue. As it lands on 1980s, Aaron and Alec, would y'all like to spin, or would you like to keep 1980s or spin again?
My instinct is to spin away because it's so broad.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's categories on there. There's a mix of categories on here that I'm stronger in than you, then you're stronger in than me. So do you feel more confident in this one, or would you rather shoot for something that one of us is definitely confident in?
Nah, I'm not really comfortable with 1980s. I mean, like I said, it's too broad. I would prefer to spin again and get one of them other categories.
All right, let's spin again.
Spinning again.
And
as it lands on the 1980s.
80.
So unfortunately, you are stuck with it. I will go ahead and scroll down to find the dreaded category and start reading off your questions. So just to reiterate, Aaron and Alec, you do have 4 questions. You can opt to multiple choice if you do not know the answer. But if you get it wrong, your opponents do have the option to steal. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Question number 1. In order to get inside the gun club, what does Axel Foley use to slide between the magnets to prevent the security alarms to be tripped? And I will get you the movie here in a second.
I'm assuming it's one of the Beverly Hills Cops. I haven't seen any of these in a long time, so I don't have an instinct. Alan's fingers tell me to. So unless you have an instinct, I'd say multiple choice.
Yeah, I would say multiple choice too.
All right, multiple choice.
It is one of the Beverly Hills Cops movies. Your multiple choice options are A, bullet casing, B, a gum wrapper, C, a hairpin, or D, car keys.
My first instinct went gum wrapper.
I had the same instinct because I know there's traces of metal in it, so it would mess with a magnet potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a better guess, so if we both thought of it instinctively, what's the worst that can happen at this point?
Yeah.
All right, B, gum wrapper, final answer.
gum wrapper is correct for 1 point.
Could we have
Your
accepted
second-
banana in the tailpipe? Sorry,
No.
I had to do it. Hey,
Your second question. Donald Sutherland co-stars in this 1983 comedy drama, which also served as the film debut of Matthew Broderick and Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh,
Damn, that sounds familiar.
1983, Donald Sutherland, Matthew Broderick. It's all facts that sound familiar, but I'm not sure. Multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A, Max Dugan Returns, B, The Survivors, C, At Close Range, or D, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay, well, it's definitely not Ferris Bueller.
No.
I don't.
My first instinct was a B.
I think saying that's can you repeat the options?
Yep, you do get one free repeat of the options. Your options again are A, Max Dugan Returns, B, The Survivors, C, At Close Range, or D, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay, I also went to The Survivors, B. I just couldn't remember what letter it was, so I'll go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, The Survivors, final answer.
B, The Survivors is incorrect. As we move on to highlight reel, you do get a full repeat of both the question and options. Donald Sutherland co-stars in this 1983 comedy drama, which also served as the film's debut of Matthew Broderick and Kiefer Sutherland. Is it A, Max Dugan Returns, B, The Survivors, C, At Close Range, or D, Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
what do you think, Richard? Between A or C?
Yeah, I'm them too. I'm thinking A, but
Yeah, me up to you. I think it's D, but you want to go with A, you two. You got pretty.
we can go. I'll kick myself. We'll go. Let's go.
Say it again, Richard. A. C. C. C.
Yeah, sorry.
C.
I need a certain answer at the end of it.
Yeah.
C.
C. Final answer.
Okay. This is my bad for not saying it, but please say final answer once you give me your final answer. They said C, At Close Range. That is incorrect. Richie, get ready to kick yourself. It is A, Max Dugan Returns.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fight Nights, your third question. In Flight of the Navigator, how many years was David Freeman missing when he returned home to his family?
Yeah, I don't have an idea.
No, multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, 3 years, B, 4 years, C, 6 years, or D, 8 years.
Nothing jumped out to me. Did anything jump out to you?
In my head, I was thinking it was some kind of average number in a film. I was 3, 5. They're all in that range, but he said 3, and 3 was one of the two, so that's the best I got.
All right, B, 3, final answer.
3 is incorrect.
Sure.
Highlight reel, your question. In Flight of the Navigator, how many years was David Freeman missing when he returned home to his family? A, 3 years, B, 4 years, C, 6 years, or D, 8 years?
What do you think, Richie? I'm thinking 6, but what are you thinking?
I've got C, but
Yeah, so 6 years, final answer.
yeah.
6 is also incorrect. We were looking for 8.
8. I have between 6 or 8. Yeah.
And Fight Nights, your last film in round number 2. Which film in the Dirty Harry franchise finds the titular character investigating killings that lead him to a small town in San Paulo to uncover secrets buried 10 years ago?
I can't even remember the names of the other Dirty Harry films off the top of my head.
I know there's 5 of them. I know a couple of them in my head. I almost just want to shoot from the hip for one of them because all right. I'm gonna go with the Deadpool. Final answer.
The Deadpool is incorrect.
Let's see if they know.
Richie and Chris, the chance for a 2-point steal. Which film in the Dirty Harry franchise finds the titular character investigating killings that lead him to a small town in San Paulo to uncover secrets buried 10 years ago?
Do you know it, Chris?
I know the Dirty Harry, and know the Deadpool there.
I was just going to guess sudden impact.
Say that again, Richie?
I was going to guess sudden impact. Is that what
Yeah.
you're like? Well,
Sure. Sudden impact, final answer.
Sudden Impact is correct for 2 points.
Whatever.
As we end,
The Deadpool was one of my first answers, then I'm happy we actually went with it.
as we end the Fight Nights round, they were able to get a little bit out of that. Unfortunately, Highlight Reel was able to get some steals. Highlight Reel currently in the lead with 12, Fight Nights with 9. As I get the wheel back up, this is now Chris and Richie's spin. As soon as the wheel comes up, still sponsored by Capital One. And now it's not sponsored by Capital One anymore. Fine, Capital One.
full bit support.
It lands on movie release dates. Chris, Richie, would you like to keep it or spin it again?
Keep it. Keep it.
You sure, Richie? Because
Yeah.
they can steal.
I'm good at this. Yeah, there is a risk they can steal, but I'm also good at movie release date.
All right, and we can use multiple choice worst case if we can't figure out.
Yeah.
All right, so Alan, will you please ask Highlight Reel their movie release date questions?
Will do. All right. So question number 1. What 2 years saw the release of both a Star Wars film and a Stanley Kubrick directed film?
I've got I might want to multiple questions.
Yeah, multiple choice. I think we should. Multiple choice.
All right. We're going multiple choice. All right, your multiple choice options are A, 1980 and 1999, B, 1977 and 1999, C, 1977 and 1983, or D, 1980 and 1983.
Is it I Vice Shot 1999, Richie?
What's that?
I Vice Shot, is that 1999?
Yeah.
Can I have a free repeat of the multiple choice?
Yeah.
You certainly can. All right. A, 1980 and 1999. B, 1977 and 1999. C, 1977 and 1983. Or D, 1980 and 1983.
I'm thinking B because Star Wars: A New Hope came out in 1977. Right, Richie?
Yeah.
And I Vice Shot is 1999. If I correct.
Yeah.
B. Final answer.
You said B.
B.
B is incorrect. So, I'll repeat the question and the multiple choice options for the opposing team for a steal. What 2 years saw the release of both a Star Wars film and a Stanley Kubrick directed film? Your multiple choice options are A, 1980 and 1999, B, 1977 and 1999, C, 1977 and 1983, and D, 1980 and 1983.
Empire and The Shining were released in 80. Phantom Menace and Eyes Wide Shut were 99. The answer is A.
Yes.
Final answer.
Final answer. Sorry.
And for a 1-point steal, that is correct. 1980 and 1999, The Empire Strikes Back and Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
And yes, Eyes Wide Shut and the Phantom Menace. All right, a 1-point steal. All right, we'll go to question number 2 in movie release dates for highlight reel. In what year did Samuel L. Jackson battle hundreds of poisonous reptiles in Snakes on a Plane?
2006.
2006, final answer.
Can you repeat that again?
2006, final answer.
2006. That is correct for 2 points. Fun fact, Snakes on a Plane, filmed where I work. But we don't have any snakes.
I didn't realize you worked on an airplane.
Yeah, you know, I work everywhere.
Okay.
All right. Question number 3. What was the first year that saw the release of a movie with a xenomorph, but not Ellen Ripley?
Prometheus 2012, Richie?
I.
Can we do multiple just to be safe?
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are whoever's banging the gong. A, 2003, B, 2004, C, 2005, and D, 2006.
All right. I think what they're thinking
Oh,
of.
Alien vs.
Alien
vs. Predator.
AVP, which I think came out in 2004. So, do you want to go with that?
Yeah, 2004, final answer.
2004 is correct for 1 point. What year saw the release of the Jim Jarmusch drama Stranger Than Paradise?
I'm not too sure on this. I might have to multiple if that's cool.
Yeah, I'm okay with multiple. If they had to change an adventure, I knew that, but let's go multiple.
Oh, that was another movie, right? Your multiple choice options are A, 1980, B, 1982, C, 1984, or D, 1986.
I'm not entirely confident, but I thought maybe it was a bit later, so I was thinking D, but I don't know what you're thinking, Chris.
Up to you. I don't know Stranger Than Paradise that well, but you can pick it one, Richie.
All right, I'll go D, final answer.
Repeat that again.
D for dog, D, final answer.
D, 1986 is incorrect. So we'll throw it to the opposing team. I'll repeat the question, the multiple choice options. What year saw the release of the Jim Jarmusch drama Stranger Than Paradise? Was it A, 1980, B, 1982, C, 1984, or D, 1986?
I don't know. You're still muted. I don't know how much you know about this one. I'm not entirely confident, but I was thinking either 82 or 84. Do you have an instinct?
Not really, man. Yeah, nothing jumps out at me. So,
All right. Let's go C, 1984. Final answer.
When in doubt, always pick C. 1984 is correct for a point.
nice one.
All right, both teams capitalizing pretty well on steals in their respective round. As we move on to round number 3, currently Highlight Reel is in the lead with 15. Fight Nights right behind them with 11. So, anyways, with round number 3, the way it works, each competitor will give me 3 numbers ranging 1 through 15. Each number that they give me will correspond to a category, and the order that they give me their numbers in will correspond to whether it's a 2-point question, 3-point question, or a 5-point question. I will read off the category of the 2-point question. Both teammates will confer who will take that question. Whoever takes the 2-point question, their partner will take the 3-point question, and then they can both confer on the 5. So with that highlight reel, you are currently in the lead. I need 3 numbers, 1 through 15.
5. Richie, you pick the next one.
Okay. 9.
Say that again.
9.
9 and 11.
5, 9, and 11. Aaron and Alec, same question. 3 numbers, 1 through 15. They just cannot be 5, 9, or 11.
Alec, if you want to give some, go ahead.
I'll go 3 for my son's age.
What is the max? 15?
Yes.
I'll go 15. Why not?
And then I'll go 10.
3, 15, and 10. So, Alan, I'll go ahead and do all of round 3 just because there are some questions here that have already been used.
Yeah, they're a little
but I
weird
can-
too
Yeah,
on the sheet.
I literally just copy and paste it and
Gotcha.
move stuff around and don't always take it off. So, with that, Fight Night, since you are currently down by 4 points, you have to get at least your 5-point question correctly. You can get your 2 and your 3 and then send it back, but you're still, regardless, currently losing. So you will be asked your questions first. You gave me number 3, which corresponds to the category of animated movies. Who would like to take the 2-point question?
How confident do you feel in it?
Like, I'm a little confident. Not like I think I can get a 2-pointer, but that's
All right, I'd say I'm more confident than you in it,
Mhm.
but I'll let you make the decision if you want to take this one or wait for the 3.
No, please. If you're more confident, if it's for sure points, man, I'll let you take
Okay.
it.
All right, I'll take the 2.
Okay. Aaron, your 2-point question. Which character in Beauty and the Beast is voiced by Angela Lansbury?
That'd be Mrs. Potts.
Mrs. Potts is correct for 2 points. Alec,
Mhm.
you are answering the 3-point question, which comes in the number 15, which corresponds to the category of comedies. And your question is, who plays Cam, an accident-prone girl Chuck is falling in love with in 2007's Good Luck Chuck?
That's Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba is correct
Oh, yes. Good job.
for
job.
3 points.
I was in love with her for a while.
I am
It
still
paid
a
off.
fan.
No
So- Hey, Alan, guess what?
What's that?
Fight Nights just took the lead. We got to get excited about something. It's currently 16 to 15. Fight Nights taking the lead. Highlight reel because you are down. We move on to y'all. They avoided the TKO.
Did
Your 5-point question, Richie and Chris, will come in your 2-point question will come in the category of Adam Sandler. Who is going to answer a question in the category of Adam Sandler?
What do you think, Richie?
Okay with that, but how do you feel about that? Right? I don't know.
It depends on the Anna Sandler movie. Like,
Yeah. And look, I'm willing to gamble. I'll take it.
okay, that's what
Richie is taking the 2-point question in Adam Sandler. Richie, your question. What nickname does the team of inmates go by for their big game against the guards in the longest yard? And as a reminder, you do have 3 repeats.
Yeah.
5,
Repeat.
4.
Repeat.
Using one of them, what nickname does the team of inmates go by for their big game against the guards in the longest yard?
The losers.
Richie, you are kind of breaking up on my end. What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to say the losers' final answer.
The Losers, a very interesting nickname for a football team.
Yeah,
They did not go by that. They went by the Mean Machine.
The Mean Machine.
So with that, Chris, we move on to you. The 3-point question coming in the category of the MCU.
Here we go.
And your question: who plays teacher and chaperone Julius Dell in Spider-Man Far From Home?
TJ Groove. An answer.
I'm going to have you repeat that one more time, please.
TJ Groove. Final answer.
Just double check, you're saying TJ Groove?
Man.
TJ. Repeat.
But
You already gave an answer.
yeah. You got to say what you said again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is just to you, you don't have that multiple choice.
All right.
The answer you give is what you give.
TJ Groove.
TJ Groove is incorrect. Very close, though. The correct answer is JB Smooth. Yeah.
JB Smooth.
So with that, not getting it correct, we move on to their 5-point question. This they can confer on, but they have to get it right to stay in the game. Your question for 5 points comes in the category of holiday movies, also known as Christmas movies, but some people like holiday instead. And your question: in the Polar Express, how do the conductors get the herd of caribou to get off the tracks?
Repeat.
You have one remaining after this. In the Polar Express, how do the conductors get the herd of caribou to get off the tracks?
What are you thinking, Richie?
I don't know, man. Have you got a guess or anything? Or
I'm thinking carrots, like lead them off the carrots, but between that of the
3.
last repeat.
repeat. Sorry.
Losing your last repeat. In the Polar Express, how do the conductors get the herd of caribou to get off the tracks?
I'm thinking carrots. What are you thinking?
Yeah, man. I got no other inkling, so yeah, go with carrots if you think.
Yeah. Congratulations, Aaron. You won the carrots. They lead them off at a pack of carrots.
And your winner, the Fight Knights, Aaron and Alec. We were looking for, they pull the conductor's beard to manipulate the sound caribou makes. As a man with a beard, Ow! I guess that's what a caribou says. I can relate, though. As I kick off Chris and Richie. Alec, Aaron, you finally did it. You avoided a miracle 5-point answer, pull out of thin air. You finally get your win in TMG teams. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of controversy about it, but we avoided it, thankfully. How are y'all feeling after that?
Despite the controversy, they win.
I was going to say, is wording this in a way to be as nice to the people as possible, because I understand as much as everyone that we're all people who don't get paid to go into this, but I think in both our teams matches, we both played really solidly, and so it sucks that both times the loss came down to a question in a third round that was exceedingly insane for when we received it, and my instinct was to challenge, and I didn't. And what makes it worse is every person I've spoken to since about it said you should have challenged. So after that question in round one, where again I was like, I am very certain I'm right about this, but I bit my tongue and didn't do it. The entire game I'm playing that in my head, because I'm thinking if I challenge that, they lose 2 points, we lead at round one. My instinct would have been to let them spin first. And if computers work the way computers work, we end up with movie release dates, which I would have gone 7 for 8 for. So it's if the whole game in my head, I'm playing this back of I should have fucking done it. I should have fucking done it because now I've screwed us. So at least we didn't do that. We both pulled it out in the third round, which has probably been the weakest bit for us. So I'm just glad it didn't come down to that, because that would have really fucking sucked. But it is what it is. They played a great game. And Alec, again, that was a great pull, man, in the third round.
Yeah, man. Like I was kind of beating myself up after it too, because I was thinking like, man, I convinced him not to take the challenge. I wasn't thinking about the fact that they would have also missed it. That was on me. So I would have felt. Yeah. I was thinking about it too, just as much. And you know, for 1980s, I mean, I've seen a lot of 1980 movies, but those are just some of the ones that I haven't seen as often. You know, so it's just things like that. But at least we're able to get 2 steals in their movie release dates.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, thank God I've seen Good Luck Chuck a lot of times.
Because I wouldn't have known that question straight up. I'm glad we went the way it did, because I don't know if you knew the Beauty and the Beast one, but
hey, it was out when I just know. Oh yeah, I did, but it was out when I was in high school. I watched it a lot because I was a hormonal kid. So you know, there's certain things in that film.
Jessica Alba, your career hasn't done much good for you, but you've done good for us tonight, and we thank you for that.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, you guys had some hard questions, and you pulled out some good ones. It was good. Good work, gentlemen.
And with that, you're flying high on the win. Is there anyone you want to call out? Because that's what we do here. We call people out and cut sick ass. Oh wait, we don't do. That was the old guy. You can still call someone out though.
Aside from partially calling out the question writers, which I think I've already done, nah, man, just we'll take what we get. Like I said, I had momentum coming into this. I've only played in like 2 fan leagues in the last year, but I'm on a 4-game win streak, and I wanted to get the win tonight because we played good enough in the past to earn it. So I'm glad we got it. It just whatever gets put in front of us next, we'll play to what we're given.
Yeah, don't really think.
I mean, unless you got beat, Alec, I'll follow you. I got you on that.
I don't got beef. I mean, I don't know what the people who beat us last time, what their records are, but I mean, I wouldn't mind getting that loss back.
Amaru is 1-0 in the Schmodown, so we can't play them.
I mean, Dragons of Sparta, you know, they're I don't know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, fucking Colton. Let's play him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like flabbergasted by that pool he got.
Incredible.
So I would love to get that match back if we could.
Okay, I will see what I can do, but with that, I will kick both of y'all out as we add Chris and Richie. Today's unfortunate second place finishers still had a really good round 1 and a pretty good round 2, capitalizing on steals, working their way through their category. 15 points is nothing to shake a finger at. How are y'all feeling after your match?
We only lost by 1 point difference, but not that bad compared to the game. But I should have second guessed myself, because I went back and forth between carrots or just down the sound, and I would try and like remember the scene for Polar Express in my head. Like the
And I knew Chris's MCU question, so maybe if we flipped it, it might be different. Who knows? So yeah, I knew the. So yeah, when I realized he was really close with it, I was like, oh.
I know, and I've like been asked so many thinking time before in other trivia match I've watched. Like, but and I knew there like 2 and 3 pointed pretty well off the top of my head. Like, a good game. It's better to lose by 1 point than lose by TKO. But compared to the last time I played, I'm happy we did better this time than we did last time.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll be back. Yeah, so I'm happy with how we did. Yeah, I think we clutched the defeat of draws of victory though, but we'll see what happens. We'll come back.
And every time we did multiple choice, we only had between 2 answers, and the other answer was correct. And
And you say you'll be back. Is there anyone y'all would like to take on, in particular, when we see you come back?
The other team, I want revenge on a certain team that beat us the last time. Yeah. Especially if we have guessed ourselves during round 2, we would have done a lot better our first game. Yeah, but we're here to have fun. Like, I think Aaron did a great team. I beat him once, he beat me once, so we're even for right now. So, and Alex, I'd be faking another thing down the line. So yeah, here to have fun. We play again when we play again. I got the singing tournament coming up and everything. But here to have fun. Yeah.
Here to have fun as I kick y'all out. And I will say, as part of the team that handed Chris and Richie their first loss, get a win and you can be on my level. That's my little trash talk there. But
cool
Alan,
cool
it off. I have a fan going. It's working a lot better than the wind went on my way home tonight. But Alan, any words before we send this off?
Great match, 2 great. All 4 of these guys really know their stuff. Not gonna lie, some of those questions were deep. Some of those 80s questions were deep cuts, so I understand their tribulations through that. But again, they all have knowledge. We're definitely gonna see how that reel again, because Richie and Chris know their stuff, and they just always pop up no matter what. So they gonna come for you. They're gonna get that win. They gonna come for you, Papa. But we'll see them again. And always good to hear when somebody says we're just here to have fun and keep this entertaining, because that's what we're all about.
Yes. Do you want to know my words of wisdom as we leave?
I would love to.
Caribou!